Hello and welcome back to Car Chat TV. I'm Oliver, and in today's episode I want to talk to you about the Nissan Qashqai. This is the facelift. I'm going to tell you all of the changes that has happened to this car, but you know what? I want to talk about something as well, kind of a secret, something that not many people talk to you about as well. Come with me for this episode. We'll take it out for a test drive as well, and we'll chat everything Qashqai. Okay, let's start at the front where we've seen the biggest change to this car. It's got a little bit sleeker, more refined, new bigger grille with comma shaped design with black gloss elements, and it has been inspired by the very armor I wear at weekends. Japanese samurai scaly armor. What do we think about that? I actually love how they get the inspiration from the Japanese culture, and they've done it in the area as well with a lantern styled LED lighting, haven't they? And this time they've gone straight to the armor. Check it out. We've got thinner lights as well. Here we've got Nissan, which just comes in those sleeker thinner lights, which actually illuminates as well. Just trying to get you guys to show that. We've got a new trim level. This is the Techno Plus, but isn't the new one. The new one is the N design, which I've got a little bit of footage to show you, where they have got color-coded bumpers, which I extremely like. Okay guys, so this is the N design trim, so you can see the color-coded parts of the vehicle, which looks good. Normally this obviously is gloss black like that over there in the Techno Plus we had, but I actually really like this N design trim. 20-inch rims, everything's blacked out, no chrome on the car, and this blue looks pretty tasty. And then inside as well with the N design, you get the Alcantara elements, which are pretty fancy. Just wanted to show you guys the N design a little bit closer up, and then black gloss elements around. So these have got 20 inches, bit different from the N design, so they can separate the trim levels. And then we come around the back, the changes to the back, we can see the rear lights. I love that they're actually clear, you know, because oh, I've got the controllers on me, so it's, oh look, we've got the red light just come up. That was good, didn't even mean to do that. So apparently these new rear tail light clusters have got super red in them, which is redder than the other redness you get from other cars. It's just a incredible marketing point as well. Apparently you don't need fog lights because they're so red and so bright. That looks really cool. I like that red, it's like a deep red. But I actually like how they're translucent. It's almost like a modded after part that people get with their lights, but this is actually standard. I think that's really cool. And obviously different bumpers, different lights. What do you guys think of the new Qashqai then, guys? Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's talk about some of the interior changes. So we've got a new software system in the, hey, don't go delayed on me now. Come on, I'm trying to promote it. So there we go. So this is real time, real hand, just showing you this new 12.3-inch infotainment software, how rapid it is. Google is integrated into all of the new Qashqais now. I say all, actually. I don't know if it is in the entry level, which is the Ascenta Premium. So they've dropped the Visia. They now start with Ascenta Premium. And you know what? I don't know if it is integrated into that. If not, that's a shame. You'll just have to go up the other trim levels and use Google Assistant. That's pretty cool. But I just wanted to show you firsthand, guys. It was a bit, what's it, first of all, wasn't it? But now, I may be already on that, yeah. There we go, click the home. And you can see just kind of how responsive it is. We've got all this Alcantara. They've integrated Alcantara into some of the the higher trim levels. The N design has it, and these seats look pretty fab, don't they? This is the Techno Plus. I always, you know what I like? It's always cool getting in the top trim levels, but you know what I want? I want the Ascenta Premium. I want the N connector, because I think they're the trim levels that we go for, right? They are the trim levels that are going to be a little bit more affordable, and then you get still a good level of tech. I mean, this is on the high level, you know, you're looking at 38k, whereas if you go to the bottom, you look at starts from around 30k for the Qashqai. So I'd probably go for N connector. Hey Google, oh, hey Google, which trim level should I get for the Nissan Qashqai?
On the website cinch.co.uk, they say For those looking for an entry-level Nissan Qashqai, the Vizier is the answer. If you want to invest in a car with the latest features...
Hey Google, stop. There you go. Cinch is letting you saying do the Vizier, but they've got rid of the Vizier, so that's terrible. Oh my gosh, that's not good. Anyway, you need to go to Car Chat TV. They have updated the cameras, and you've got an 8-point camera system, and that is just doing a bit of a 3D view there for us. How do I get that back up? Oh, here we go. There's a little 3D. There we go. So we can, guys. Oh, it's just a simulation. I have to press it over here. So look, 1 shows you that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go. There's your 8-point system with your cameras. You've got a 180-degree front view, and so that's going to be really super handy when you're coming into a junction. These are just showing you the quality of it. Right, guys, go back. Look at this. They've got this thing. So basically, in a Land Rover, this is how I remember it, or Range Rover, you've got clear sight ground view. Now they've got the same. So if you're in a multi-story car park, or maybe you're off-roading in a Qashqai, I don't know. But basically, it's got the tech now where you can see underneath the bonnet. At the moment, it's not working because I'm parked up. Obviously, when I drive forward, the cameras operate. And yeah, so there you go. It's another little cool piece of tech. What do you think? Do you think that's usable in the Qashqai? Power tailgate on this one, 504 litres of boot space. And if you've watched my other Nissan Qashqai videos, I absolutely love their take on the boots. The fact you can partition the boot into segments, absolutely fabulous. And look, different materials. So if you've got something carrying like ice or something wet, this is going to be a lot better than the other side of it, which is like that, furry, and maybe you want things to be a bit more grippier. But I actually think that's a really cool way of doing a boot. Let's have a little butchers underneath here. Okay, so not much more space, but you've got some cubbies here, guys, as well. But I do love that. I think that's really handy, especially if you're going shopping and you want to keep your meat and veg separate or whatever. You know, you might have a vegetarian in the car and they might be really funny about, I don't want my meat touching your veg. Yeah, if that is a situation. I've got a lot of weird friends, so this would help me out. Let me know what you think, guys. 504 litres of boot space. Okay, guys, listen, I want to talk to you about something that I actually haven't heard that many people talk about. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the new Qashqai has integrated ambient lighting, but that isn't my point. My point is the ambient lighting here, you can customize with your colors, fits in with your Pro Pilot mode. So the Pro Pilot mode, for those that don't know, are Nissan's answer to adaptive cruise control. So you set your Pro Pilot, it works really well, and you can set your distance from the car in front, and you can set your speed and so forth, and also the steering will lock into the lane for you. So when you have your ambient lighting, you can choose your Pro Pilot mode. So basically what happens is, under here, we can't see because it's the day at the moment, but you can see here when we the ones you choose, where it comes up green in the footwells underneath here. Obviously we're in the day at Woburn Safari Park at the moment, so you're not going to be able to see it. But basically what my point is, when you are doing your adaptive cruise control Nissan Pro Pilot and you are locked into the lane on the road, all your ambient lighting will go green. If it comes out of the lane and probably lane keeper just goes it will go red. So basically the lighting, the ambient lighting, adapts to your cruise control. So when it's all green, it's all hunky-dory, you're feeling safe, you're locked into your lane on the road, and then that will change depending on your driving behaviour wherever you're coming out of your lane. I just wanted to tell you that. What other manufacturer, what other brand has ambient lighting which changes with your cruise control? Let me know in the comments. Okay guys, I'm about 6 foot. I talk that up. I'm about 5'11" really, but shh, don't tell anyone. I actually think this is really good space in the back. Look, nice and chilled. I could relax on a long journey fine here. Headspace is good. I've got a good portion there, you can see. Knee space is good, and this seat is actually further back, I would say, for passenger, just because I like for my bag to have plenty of space. I like that they've got these little windows back there, just allowing a little bit of light to pour through. I've got charging capabilities. I've got this that comes down with a couple of cup holders. You could see why this car is so popular, because families jump in, you can fit 3 people across there. There's a little bit of a raised transmission tunnel there, but you just put the little one there, it's not a problem. And I can see out I don't feel like I'm too claustrophobic. I think it's got good rear space. Have you guys been in a Qashqai? What do you think about the rear space? I think if you test drive one of these cars, I think people fall in love with them pretty quick, and I think that's why they dominate. It's a bit of a cobweb or something. I think that's why they dominate. Stuck on me. I think that's why they're dominating in the UK market. Inside of the Nissan Qashqai ePower, new facelift. Nothing's changed really. It's a facelift. It's exterior changes, technical inside changes with that new infotainment, and obviously the interior with the Alcantara elements. But I just wanted to give it a drive as well. I've already reviewed, if you want to check out that Qashqai one on our channel, but it is really smooth. You forget how easy and smooth the Qashqai is when you get in, and I'm in the ePower one, which means it's only ever powered by the electric motor, and the 1.5 engine acts as a generator to charge up that battery. You can get the 1.3 petrol engines, mild hybrid ones, which I think is 138 brake horsepower and 156 brake horsepower. If you want those ones, they're a little bit more cheaper. I am in eco mode at the moment. I've got this nice flash of green on my digital display, and everything just works really well. And when I mean that, I mean the buttons. There's just so many buttons everywhere. Separate climate controls, brilliant for just jabbing in when you need it to turn up. I mean, it's such a hot day today, so I am straight in, putting the aircon on, and then turning it down when I need to speak, obviously, so you guys don't just hear hardly any road noise. I'm on the 20-inch rims, so I imagine if you go down the trim levels. So they got rid of Visier. They've now got a center premium. They then have N connector, which is probably the best one to go for, N connector. And then you've got, in my opinion, because I think that's the cheaper one with the good tech that you get, like the Google and the 360 camera and so forth. And then you've got Tecna, N Design, and then Tecna Plus, which sit at the top end of the spectrum, around 38k, pushing that. And these are the drive modes. So I've got standard, eco, and sport. Let's put it in sport. Start hearing that engine just work a little bit more then, but it's still really quiet. I've got heads-up display in this, which I'm not a big fan of anyway. I wouldn't spec heads-up display. I don't know, I get some people, it's nice, it's very gadgety and futuristic, but I don't need it. I wouldn't spec it. I'd rather pay less and not have it. But very, very easy to drive. It's just why the Qashqai is so popular here in the UK. Families, we want a car we can just jump in, and literally it's easy to drive. It gives us confidence, you know, price point, it's more affordable side. And if you get a great lease deal as well, I've seen a lease at under £200. Yeah, it's not on the top end of the trim levels, but if you can get one of these for under £200 per month, a little bit of an upfront payment, you're laughing. The Nissan ProPilot adaptive cruise control system works, an absolute treat as well. You literally press what looks, well, it's the only coloured button on there, it's blue, it looks like a force field button. You press that, and then you literally press the set to activate, and then we're on. We're literally on, and then we can move the up and down buttons, and the cancel button is literally a press in. We can press plus up to do the miles per hour, and then down here we've got another button again to set our distance from the car in front. Really easy stuff. It's so comfortable. Literally been driving along this road, soaking up the lumps and bumps, and yeah, my bottom's never been happier. We were chatting to some of the Nissan reps at the beginning, and that over 4 million units worldwide of Qashqais are being sold. The car is just super popular. Right, I've literally come to a town. I'm going to check out just EV mode. I've got my battery up a little bit, and now I'm just using that very small battery that I have in this Nissan Qashqai to... This guy's not going to let me go. What an absolute shithead. And I'm still in EV mode. That's really good, because I think to try and squeeze a mile out of this in this small battery would be pretty difficult. Stop beeping at me, thank you. But I love that. That's why I love the ePower setup, because you've got those options to, when you're in a little bit of a town, just go, right, I'm just going to use the electrification side of the vehicle. Right, I'm just having a little look at the MPG. It says 33.3, which isn't great, averaging some drives here look like they've got up to 90. I don't know, that's quite, wow, that's amazing. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, 33 mpg is what I've got on the computer trip at the moment. Guys, what have you been getting out of your ePower MPGs? Let me know in the comments. 187 brake horsepower with the ePower, 0 to 62 in 7.9 seconds. It's the quicker one out of the lot of the Qashqais. And you know what, it has got a bit of go when you want to go. I just had a bit of fun on that B road. I've got to concentrate now because this is very, very like single track road. But for those that are wondering, what's the power like though in the ePower? It's really good. It's really good. It's going to get you out of situations if you quickly want to overtake someone quite nippily. So that has been the episode on the Nissan Qashqai. Guys, I've shown you some really cool features. I've showed you the ambient lighting that links in with the Nissan Pro Pilot. I hope you like that. Maybe you've heard about it before, maybe you haven't. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. We've taken it out for another drive. It drives the same as the old ePower version I had for a week. Really smooth, really easy and comfortable as well, and absolute beasts for families, right? I mean, this thing will help you on any journey with your kids, with your friends, and you're going to be comfortable. Let me know what you think about the Nissan Qashqai facelift in the comments below. As always, throw me a like if you like the episode, get subbed to Car Chat TV, and I will see you on the next one. If you've made it this far, thank you ever so much for watching. I've just popped up 2 more videos on your screen that you also may like. If you do watch one, let me know what you think.